Hello, everybody. Oh, I can hear myself. Why can I do that? Am I here? Am I twice on stream here? I might be twice. No, I'm not. It's just OBS. Okay, that's better. Right. God, hearing yourself talk is the weirdest thing. I swear to God. Anyway, welcome to Zelda Speedruns. Welcome to the Link to the Past Randomizer Cross Keys Tournament, which we're going to switch over to now. We've got azder versus Waterleau, and on comms we have Dr. Bob and Hamster. So hello.
Hello.
So the most important question I've got for both of you right now: are you mega super fucking hyped for Breath of the Wild 2?
You could say that, yes.
A bit. Then again, it's gonna be a few years.
Yeah, I could imagine that's going to be like 2022 or something, but still.
Yeah.
Breath of the Wild 2.
Well, it put me on notice for how long I have to like 100% the master mode. So there you go.
Same. To be honest, I'm also pretty hyped for Luigi's Mansion. Gotta admit.
Yeah, that's looking pretty good.
The thing that got my attention the most recently was the fact that they are finally releasing a version of Seiken Densetsu 3, which is the sequel to Secret of Mana that was never released in the
Oh,
US.
yeah. What's it called in English? Trials of Mana?
Yeah.
What was it? Yeah. That looked pretty dope.
All right.
Race should be starting very shortly, 15 seconds.
As far as I know, both of them are francophone, right? Waterleau for sure. I think azder as well. It's like a French fight-off. Good going here.
All right, so we have a bottle starting out in Link's house. We'll see where our two runners decide to go. To start with, azder going for the North Shore play, Waterleau going for the Uncle play. Two things I've never seen done in Cross Keys. Not even gonna lie.
Oh, he's learning French. Okay, yeah. I thought he was American, but might have been French-Canadian, so I wasn't sure.
Alright, so we find Aga Tower at the Lake Hylia Fortune Teller.
Let's see what Triple gives us. Just swords.
And 10 arrows on Lake Hylia Island. Magic Bat at the Uncle today. And Thieves Town already off the bat here in the Lake Hylia shop. So that is 4 items we can grab right here.
Second bottle.
Oh, speaking of bottles, there's the potion shop at
in
the
Hyrule
Castle main entrance, yeah.
Pretty good. To be honest, at least a bottle early on is kind of cool.
You know what else is cool?
Goddamn lamp.
A lamp and the Swamp Small Key.
Oh, baby. And we have Sank in Kakariko. Oh, this is a nice start.
Oh, man. Sank in Kak is pretty much optimal Sank, I believe.
Yeah. Because you never know where Old Man is gonna be once you rescue him. And
is this even randomized?
What? And a vanilla Thieves Town small key? Well, not vanilla chest, but what?
Well, unfortunately we don't have the big key, but
yeah.
That's really interesting. Alright, we found Blue Mail there in Blind's Hut, yep.
Pretty good for
key to Pod.
Pretty good for if you have to go early in the Dark World. Having Blue Mail is just so much nicer.
And azder heading for Eastern Palace.
Yep. And Paradox. Whoa!
Incoming sub 130.
Waterleau now grabbing the back of escape once he's found those few bombs.
Was a little problematic without bombs for azder there. Finds the tavern, and we find a small key to desert in the back of escape.
That's also a nice find. Just makes it, if you find one of the desert front entrances early, makes it much less of a pain to just go through it for the connectors, because you get a few more chests out of it. I had some resyncing, so I didn't see what was in Eastern.
Yeah, me neither. So Waterloo has located the exit to Spectacle Rock Cave.
Yep. The tavern with the moon pearl, the library with the moon pearl. Okay. That's some good information for azder.
Well, at least we're not going to go bootless this seed.
Yep.
Though, there is the awkward possibility of a completely pearlless seed.
Yeah. It is very rare, though.
Ganon's over at Magic Bat. We've got the observation deck here of Spectacle Rock Cave. We're just missing, the business entrance, the one that lets you get the silly item.
Yep. At least they know they won't need to drop down. It's always sort of an awkward connector to follow. Okay. What else does CAC have for us? That's the mountain descent. That's a mountain descent, right?
Yes, it is. It's the one you don't see outside of NMG runs.
Yep.
That being said, we do have the lamp, so could be telling you, hey, you need to follow one of these dark connectors.
Ooh, it's spit out as bunny.
Yeah, not even going to check a couple of the entrances that you can actually get to in the area. Just going to go ahead and peace out. And I think I agree with that decision, because in general, so I determined this the other day. I like doing bunny shenanigans because it's hilarious, but it usually doesn't pay off.
Yeah, agreed. It's pretty much just mostly very inefficient to do. Sometimes, of course, you have to, but if you have light world stuff that's decent, like the rest of CAC, just do it. Oh, finding the rat house in... I think that's a vanilla spot, right?
Vanilla location, yes.
What is this? That's a nice bomb refill.
I mean, in any given randomization of entrances and whatnot, there's likely to be some fixed points.
Yeah.
It's not guaranteed.
We find the annoying end of Super Bunny Cave. In the chicken hut.
Yep. And Waterloo is actually, Waterloo is actually going to go for it.
Interesting that I think he's more willing to follow these connectors because he can just save and quit back to Kakariko, I assume.
Mm-hmm.
So he wants the info on where they go.
Yeah, I think the whole sanctuary at Kakariko situation here makes following connectors a little easier.
Yeah. Finds the Cane of Somaria. And a big key to Maya. Maya care package.
Okay. Yeah.
Well, I should say Vinny care package. Can't even enter Maya yet.
Right. I mean, aside from getting into Mire, you got everything you need to clear it out. Yep. We have a fire source. We've got Kane. We've got big key of Mire. I mean, we don't really can't
A
really
weapon.
kill Vitreous right now.
Yeah. I will get that sooner or later. Also, we found that the Super Bunny Cave leads to the end of like the laser bridge exit, so can't do much there without the mirror. Now for the rest of Kakariko, I think both of them are basically through with it now. As they're finding out that Ganon is sitting here as well today, which is really nice.
And our hint from the Chia Pet there was that Mimic Cave is useless, so
That's good.
yeah, means you won't necessarily have to. It'll make it feel okay if you find that connector ledge in the Dark World, and
Yeah.
don't have the mirror. As
Fun
they're
of
finding
happiness.
probably my favorite place at this point.
Yeah.
Because I could definitely go for some additional bombs right now.
Yeah, same.
I mean,
Finding
I
that
bet
bomb
you'd like to
upgrade.
have more bombs.
Even the arrow upgrade is sort of useful early on, if like bow is one of your only weapons. Oh, book from the bottle vendor. Esther didn't have the money for it, since neither of them did a Houlihan.
Waterloo actually farmed the 20 rupee cave
Yep.
in Kakariko for a little bit there. See, a whole bunch of money on the race game, but unfortunately, there's no real great way to get to the race game right now.
Yeah, race game and the left side of that house in Cross Keys are a bit more challenging to get to than in a vanilla render.
Might as well be a Dark World location, let's just put it that way.
Yep. And Waterloo immediately going for the
Ooh.
pet check. Interesting.
I mean, this could be a huge amount of information. What do we have?
Flippers! That's very
required.
likely to be required, yeah.
It's definitely required. If it's not, because that means that Swamp has to be a crystal.
Oh, right.
You couldn't
You're
get it
right.
otherwise.
You couldn't get it. And the fire out in the Lost Woods? Okay.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, we have a pedestal seed.
Yep. Fancy a dip. The well in the Lost Woods? Oh, this is a pretty stacked early game. And yeah, that's a really big information advantage for Waterloo.
Alright, 100 rupees and a pod key there in Paradox Cave.
Yep.
Hookshot!
Well, whew. Okay.
Glove in Paradox
Jesus.
Cave.
Jeez, mini wallows. Good god. That's
6
shovel.
bombs.
Okay.
Alright, Blacksmith relocated to the Lost Woods.
Yeah, flips on pad is always required. I realized. It's similar to ZL on OT in Ocarina of Time random, if you're familiar with that.
Yeah, because...
It's needed for a dungeon, and the dungeon can't lock it. So
exactly.
it has to be
I
required.
mean, like Shadow has to be a medallion.
Similarly here, we know Swamp can't be a stone, since then you couldn't get it. A pendant. And so, since Swamp is a crystal. Silver's from Uncle, nice! And a bit of money, really nice, really nice.
Meanwhile,
grabbing Uncle?
Yeah. Azder has gone and rescued the old man after coming through Paradox Cave, and is going to start clearing out Death Mountain area.
Yep.
Now, if only they had that hookshot from the well.
I think Uncle in Lumberjacks is one of my favorite spots, I gotta say. Because you're just, I don't need to do this.
Ooh, Azder just found my favorite money farming spot. which is the archery game.
Yep. Bumper.
I'm much better at the archery game in this game than I am at Ocarina of Time.
Bumper ledge. The hookshot outside of bumper ledge though, so once he finds that hookshot, we could go through there. Up on Death Mountain, and just another shop, but he'll take the bombs. Meanwhile, we find the thief in Sanctuary with a small key, so we might have to grab that.
Well, there's actually 3 unshuffled doors if you count the doorway after Ganon. Link's house is always at Link's house, and the back of the tavern is always the back of the tavern because the backwards exit is weird.
Yeah. I think it's just the only one, right? If there were more, they would probably be shuffled.
What was that?
If there were more like entrances from the top into houses, they would probably be shuffled, I assume.
Probably, but apparently the way they achieved that backwards exit was like the most like hacky code that's ever existed.
Nice. Azder also checking the 2 Dark World entrances over here, which is nothing and a connector.
Can't actually access the connector at the moment as a bunny.
Yep.
There you go.
Okay, both back to Kakariko. Let's see where they decide to go. Looks like Azder is following Super Bunny, so he should find his Cane of Samaria.
Nice. Wow, that is jank.
Let's see. Waterleau clearing up the southern parts here. Don't think there was much down here of note.
We're just going to see that 300 rupees and a few other things. Hopefully Waterloo will go ahead and find that glove pretty soon.
Yeah.
The glove is one of the first things I like to find in this because then I feel okay about checking, say, the south area with all the lifts in it.
Yeah, you don't want to orphan those stupid lift rocks. And finds out that Super Bunny just leads to the laser bridge ledge. But yeah, obviously Mirror probably the most powerful item in this mode, especially with an early Pearl. And otherwise, Glove, Hammer are the ones you really look for.
Oh, well, here is the back of the old man's home.
Yep.
Just outside of Link's house.
That was Light World Hype Cave, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And Azder will also be checking the pedestal here, it looks like. So both of our runners... Oh, never mind.
Oh, debated.
Debated indeed. I forgot. He actually hasn't bought the thing yet.
Old Man leads to Bumper Ledge. I think that's probably the best spot to have a save and quit point. Just because... well, at least if you find the mirror or the pearl. Just because you have Northwest Dark World access very easily. Like, if I had to pick, I think this is probably a setup I would want. Sank in Kak and Old Man in Bumper Ledge. That is really beautiful.
Nice. Yeah. Okay, Waterloo now dipping into Aga Tower. Gonna go ahead and check this first chest.
I will find the boots soon enough. Don't worry.
Mirror.
The mirror. Whew. As I
Alright.
said, the most powerful item in this mode.
Mm-hmm.
Just because it allows you to be so much more efficient.
And he finds Thieves Town.
Yep.
He's gonna walk through here, get a bottle, get a Swamp Small Key, get a Thieves Town Small Key, and get out. As you're checking the lower, or the normal Death Mountain entrance, just a simple fairy fountain inside.
Also, that Swamp Key probably won't come into play for quite a while, considering where our flippers are.
That's true.
Then again, maybe we need something from the first... Oh no, wait, we can't access the first chest. Never mind.
I mean, it could be that like something important is in Swamp, and so all of the pendant
forces
dungeons
them
are
early.
front loaded.
Yeah.
So in dungeons, if you die as the bunny, you can revive as Link. So that's why you don't necessarily need the Moon Pearl for some dungeons. Now, there are some dungeons where it's hard to die if you walk in.
And
like Tower of Hera.
I think that's never required, right?
Yeah, you never have to do bunny revival.
And yeah, as AA said, it's basically determined, like Thieves Town was in the light world, so you go in, you're still Link. If we find a dungeon in the dark world, you're gonna need to be Link in the dark world to be Link in the dungeon. Pretty much.
So Azder finds the Lost Woods hideout drop in Sanctuary, and he's going to go ahead and just drop down in. So we'll see what this item.
He's got the glove. Waterleau checked it, saw the small key, but couldn't grab it. And it's a Skyward's key. Not that great, but sort of convenient.
I like to have one.
Yeah.
If I can help it.
It's the same for like Maya and Ice Palace. You can do without it, but one of them just makes it nicer to route.
So all the dungeons could be just about anywhere. You could actually have all 10 or 12 dungeons completely in the light world. It'd be unlikely, but possible.
Yeah, in which case we wouldn't need the Moon Pearl.
Yeah. And the pendants and crystals, you just have to, it's randomized between them. There are still 3 pendants and 7 crystals.
Yep. Also, we see a little sequence break from Waterleau. He bomb jumps over in Paradox Cave and gets up on the eastern side of Death Mountain in the Light World.
Mm-hmm.
Finds
Mimic Cave.
Mimic Cave, yep. And 2 free chests. Sadly, it was not much in them.
Yeah, I was wondering if he was going to unload a bee and try to grab something else here.
Yeah, they've got a few weapons, so the bee isn't really useful. Sometimes the bee can be nice.
And it's literally just an empty bottle.
Thanks.
Now, the one interesting thing with that is that the cave there.
Ooh, and hookshot cave, and he has a hookshot.
Ooh, nice.
Oh.
So the that fairy situation, if you find the waterfall fairy and it's also in the light world, you'll get the same thing. If it's in the dark world, you might get something different.
Yeah, incoherent. I just meant sequence breaking in terms of he jumped down and had to get back up. Obviously, it's in logic, but...
It turns out Hookshot Cave doesn't have a whole lot to work with.
Yeah.
But Azder is starting the bunny shenanigans train as he's going to go check the Dark Lumberjack Hut. And I imagine we'll probably get like Dark Sanctuary and
Curiosity
Shop, yeah. We'll see.
Maybe even Village of Outcasts, depending on what he finds, if he wants to follow the connector, maybe. And Hookshot gave Spitzer that Bonk Rocks. So, kind of stuck there now. And I think he has... Oh, well, he's got the glove now, so he can grab the small key and be done with this.
If only Azder had that mirror that Waterloo got from Agate Tower, he could have done the Super Bunny trick to get that chest in Ice Rod Cave. Curiosity Shop is Spike Cave.
Okay.
Probably make a note and hope to never have to come back.
Yeah, that's pretty out of the way. And doesn't opt to continue. Then again, he has already rescued the old man, so he can just save and quit the bumper ledge anytime he wants. He's probably hoping to just find the boots and get his Moon Pearl, though. Like, he has the knowledge, so...
Yeah, I think our drop downs are actually
really great.
Legitimately optimal.
Yep. Yep. They really are. And Azder now also following the second exit, or the other exit to Paradox Cave. We'll find East Death Mountain. And looks like waterleau is now going over to the eastern area, so he should get the news about the Moon Pearl shortly.
Mm-hmm.
Which is pretty important, I gotta say.
So, as I was saying before, the whole, bunny shenanigans and doesn't usually pay off. Oh, it was Tower of Hera up here at Eastern.
Yep, missed that during the resync.
Yeah, Azder came over here with no bombs, so...
Wait, was that Turtle Rock main leads to Ganon's Tower?
Yep.
Oh boy. Oh boy. I was expecting GT to be somewhat early with a Cane and Fire Rod immediately, but apparently not.
Wow.
That has some
certainly a thing.
Yeah, that has some steep requirements in terms of entrance to get into. Mid's hammer and the medallion, plus obviously access to the area.
Mm-hmm.
That is about as locked as you get in entrance. Yeah, and the pearl. And here's the news for Waterleau.
Oh, it's a good thing I scheduled the appointment I had for later than I needed, because it may take the entire time.
Yeah, this might not be a fast one after all. Let's see where our runner's up now. I'm expecting them to go south, maybe? Like South Shore and desert area, since they don't have to orphan the glove rocks.
Yeah, that seems like a decent idea. Waterloo did make it to the west side of Death Mountain and has the mirror. He may be able to get that Cane of Berna and even check the Tower of Hera entrance, which we haven't seen yet.
Yep. I think to actually full clear the basement, it's just 1, if you don't plan on climbing. But logically 4.
Yeah,
Oh, 2? Okay.
With 1, you would want to probably skip the firebar room.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah, and Azder is going south. Sadly, he's not dipping the Agate Tower again for the mirror.
Waterloo checking the ether tablet.
There's our boots! What is the seed?
Okay, so now we need to find 2 swords?
Oh god. Let's see this amazing Sicket, which we can check. Master Sword for our Moon Pearl. Okay.
Well, that's how it goes in the normal game, right?
Yeah.
Wait, not really.
Not
No.
quite, but basically, at least for Dark World access. Oh, that's where the old man is. Okay.
Oh, this is gonna be great.
And South Shore, Ice Short Cave area has the brewery, just a piece of heart.
Are we sure the book isn't a footwear catalog? Good job. Good job. Ooh,
So
here's
Hasrana,
Saj.
below the rock. In desert, one of the pendants we will need.
Pod key. There's one of the swords.
Yep. I think that's the second or third pod key, pretty sure.
I think maybe the fourth pod key.
So I just realized why my tracker's not on the commentary page.
Yeah, I didn't. I actually loaded up the link for the trackers so that I could see them.
Weird.
We found Ice Palace as well.
Two pyramid pyramid ferry with two chests behind her. Basically vanilla.
Yeah, basically. I mean, it's not going to be actually vanilla, but it could be like the Waterfall Ferry.
Yeah, I
It
assume
could
it's
also
waterfall.
be Mire Shed.
Oh, true. Azder doing the Ice Palace dip.
Yeah, that is a thing you can do. Unfortunately, lack of hammer means we're not going to be clearing this out immediately.
Yep.
And of course, lack of big key means the big chest is going to be out of reach for a while. But if I see another hammer in Ice Palace, I'm going to choke somebody.
Yeah. Screw a hammer and Ice Palace. Okay, some more bunny.
Sword in here? Yeah, that seems reasonable.
Ah, with the new link I can see the trackers. Hype. Thank you, Shadow.
Tracker hype. Oh, okay. So Waterloo located that that ledge on East Death Mountain we were talking about.
Yeah, where was that? Was it behind Hookshot? Behind the cave?
Maybe. Okay. It was apparently through Hyrule Castle.
Oh, okay. Where the hell did he find that?
We've got a heart container in the Freezor chest. Waterloo taking a
It was
very
through
long and drawn out death here. It was through Bumper Cave. Okay.
Time for the sewers chest. Iced tea, just some bombs. I was really expecting the hammer here, to be honest.
Nah, it'll be in the spike chest just to really, really mess with.
Ah, okay, it was the other side. Thank you, Chad. Castle Tower small key in GT big chest. That should hopefully be irrelevant. So we won't need to beat Agawan.
Yeah, unless that's our first
Yeah.
small key, in which case we might need it for the second chest in there.
Yep.
Maybe that will prompt Azder to go grab that first chest.
Yeah.
It's the big key of Cannon's Tower.
Okay.
It's like, so now that you know what's in that chest, here's the thing to open that chest.
I hope.
Yeah, it would be highly unlikely for that chest to be required. Just because, I mean, you'd have to get into the Turtle Rock main entrance first, but
Yeah. Time for some fake flippering. Esther hasn't read the... Yeah, he doesn't have the book yet.
The Ice
So-
Palace big key was there. They would have had to, like, save and quit or die out of there and come back in for the Ice Palace big chest.
Yep.
That's why it would have
Since he
been the worst.
doesn't have the mirror yet. Even with the mirror, still having to go through again is just awful. How about just a piece of heart?
Zelda's cell containing a single arrow, everybody's favorite item.
At least we don't get bad hints in this mode about it. Let's see where Howard Castle left goes. Maya area. Okay. Waterleau is on quite the adventure here, gotta say.
Mm-hmm. We're like 7 levels deep here at this point.
Back of Skullwoods, he can technically beat this. He has a small key, he has a sword, he has fire rod.
Does he have a sword? I don't think he does.
Oh, right, Esther has the sword. Up.
I mean, for all we know, he might be about to get a sword.
Yeah.
Pretty sure Azder just located Desert Palace.
Yep, desert main behind the waterfall. He
The
doesn't
big
even know
key.
where the flippers are.
Womp.
That's gonna take a while to be relevant.
And a red boomerang in the middle chest there.
Beautiful.
Waterloo now mirroring up to the main desert ledge. Finds Misery Mire, which, as we were stating a while ago, this is full clearable.
Yep.
I mean, at this point, I wouldn't wish it on my worst enemy, especially with Waterloo having no real way of defeating Vitreous. But, yeah, basically the only possible way would be... No, I don't even think it's possible. Yeah, if he finds bow here, or a sword, or a hammer.
Yeah, he's still gonna check all of this. It's not the most efficient play, but if you're on such an adventure, you might as well. Or not? Oh no, he missed one. And Azder checking out the other entrances to desert. Makes sense while you're here.
Alright, as you're checking the left side, big key of Skull Woods found for Waterloo.
That is good to find before you ever go to Skullwoods. I hate
Azder has
chest behind.
found the desert ledge from Left Side Desert. Vanilla entrance. There.
Very nice. And now also finds Meyer. Let's see if he dives in. He opts to do it as well. I mean, Azder has one, but Fighter thought Viddy is about as miserable as it gets.
It's possible. It's not pretty.
I don't
No.
think he's doing it. He might.
I mean, I think you might try it once. If you die, you leave.
Yeah, it's just such a giant time commitment. Well, there's a sword.
Yeah. Oh, so that means Waterloo also has that sword. He just picked up that chest too.
Oh yeah. Now I'm more willing to believe that Azder just kills Viddy. And yeah, that gives us access to our pearl, but Azder hasn't gotten the book from the potion bottle vendor yet, so he has no idea that the book's on the tablet. And he doesn't have the mirror.
So let's be entirely fair. The whole
Palace of Darkness behind hammer packs, mids locked. What?
Wow. What?
What?
Why?
The other one is in Sarasrada's Scrolls, so over on Ice Rod Cave area. This seed is quite something. And not getting that book early on might hurt Azder pretty badly. Another big key, this time for Eastern. 2 big keys in here. One of them hard required.
Mm-hmm. Definitely.
And one maybe. Let's see what's in the big chest. Just a map. Odd. Yeah, this is a hard required all dungeon seed. Like, there's no way around it. Powder! Powder's kinda nice.
Yep,
And
you
yeah,
do know where
Waterleau.
Magic Bat is.
Waterleau dips out.
Not gonna bother.
Even with this information, I don't blame him. Then again, I'm bad at this game, so...
So, I would have been extremely tempted to go get potions before coming here, because we know where the potion shop is.
Yeah.
Could have just, like, mirrored in the middle of Mire somewhere, and then gone.
And you know you won't be getting the mushroom for a while. So... it's gonna be a while before you're forced to check the witch's hut again. Ice Palace big chest hint, I didn't see that one earlier, it's really nice though.
What does that say about the Ice Palace big chest?
Just a red ruby.
Excellent.
Yep. Not enough health for S at the moment, I assume he'll just go Powder Fairy?
Yeah, I think that's what he's going for right now.
And then grab the spike chest. Wait, no, he has the spike chest. So it looks like he's going for Lily then. Pretty certain. Oh, that one escaped him. But there's
Don't worry,
two
there's
more.
plenty on the way.
Yeah. 2 more right here.
technically like 4 in this room if you count the bunny beams under the
Oh,
pots.
yeah. Let's see where Waterloo takes this adventure he's on. Still all bunny since he doesn't have the second sword. Maya shot, just a piece of art.
Master Sword Vidi is not like the world's greatest play, but at least it's not as awful as Fighter Sword Vidi.
Agreed.
You can at least deal damage to an eyeball with a simple slash if you want to.
Yep.
So you probably want to spin if you can help it.
He might just do the corner strat where you sit in the corner and spam sword.
Yeah, that also seems fairly reasonable.
Yep. Just pray for the laser not hitting you. And the second Maya shard. Just a shop. I think that's this area pretty much cleared out for Waterloo, except Agina's cave.
Waterloo just bought a potion, so as you're going for the legit Fighter Sword or Master Sword sort of low percent strats here.
Yep.
He does know about that red potion.
And looks like Waterloo, since he found the sword now, is going for Moth. Spider Sword Moth, also not the finest. But certainly doable. Grabbed himself a red potion in the shop, so he can refill his health.
Azder is doing some alternating spins and slashes here on Vitreous to sort of keep Vitreous contained.
Desert Rite is never required and not worth since he'll lose the portal. Very nicely done on Azder's end. It's a crystal, okay. Time for some Fighter Sword Moth.
And we go from one tense boss fight to another over here.
Yup. How's that a mirror clip?
To get into the right side of entrance of desert? Like you can't just mirror to it normally, so
I know, but you just a bit in the wall and walk out, similarly to how you can just get stuck on ledges sometimes and walk out. But then again, I have no idea what this game classifies as glitches. Hovering minor, lul. It's a pendant. We need skullwards for our flippers. Okay.
All right.
Okay. And looks like he also is gonna check Agina over here. I think that's the entire desert area pretty much cleared out for him. Oh,
yeah, he might go ahead and continue right and check the canyon area here.
Yeah, maybe. At the same time, he kind of wants to do that in Dark World, since he wants to check Bomber's Tablet. And obviously he can't go over in the Dark World. Well, we know now that Maya Shed is behind the Pyramid Fairy.
Azder apparently not aware of the fairy situation.
Azder kinda might have forgotten that he hasn't talked to Bottle Vendor. Spike Cave leads to a compass to Skull Woods, if I read that correctly.
I think it was just a compass, but... Oh no, it says Skull Woods.
Okay, so that's good knowledge.
Yeah, you don't
have
even
to follow that. Yep, we know Swamp Palace is a crystal. Well, Waterloo knows. Azder doesn't yet.
And yeah, so let's be entirely fair. The bottle vendor, if you don't get it the first time going through CAC, it is very easy to forget that you haven't done it.
Yeah. Yeah. Agreed. Oh, looks like he's getting his mirror? Yes. Oh no. Okay, yeah.
I once
thought he
spent
was
about
walking to
5
see stuff.
hours on a seed because the flippers were on the bottle vendor and I didn't get them the first time.
Rip. Yep, and Waterloo on his way. So he'll be getting his boots, he'll be getting his Moon Pearl. That's really big for him.
Alright, Azder acquiring the mirror. So he's got a few places that he probably needs to check out otherwise.
And Waterloo will get info about the second pendant as well. The green one. So this is pretty big for him. He has one, knows the other. Just needs to find one more. Even before Port is the last pendant. We need hammer and mitts. We'll see.
That would be
Magic
ridiculous.
See what this little fella has for us. A biggie.
It's a Tower of Hera, very nice.
That's a good find. Considering azder found Hera early on but had to leave it. That's a really nice find for him.
That unlocks 3 additional items right now.
And
for all we know, that could be the
dungeon we need
third
to clear.
pendant.
Yep. Looks like he's grabbing some potions. Wait, he entered that early on, right? Oh no, he never went to Hyrule Castle. Huh. Right, he did the Eastern trip early.
Alright, Azder.
Doing some more bunny shenanigans.
Probably gonna mirror here.
Oh yeah, we haven't seen this entrance. Just a fortune teller.
That's probably my favorite entrance in the game.
Yeah. I'm very certain Water will grab his boots, yeah. His boots and his pearl. Like, there's basically no reason to delay those.
So he's definitely taking the most direct path to Death Mountain so that he can go ahead and grab the boots off of the Ether Tablet, and then he's going to head directly over to Palace of Darkness area, or Eastern Palace area, for that Moon Pearl.
Yep. Azder doing a quick little glitch. If you enter a door like this and mirror at the same time, you get Super Bunny State. Desert Palace big. We know that's our pendant.
Very nice.
Oh yeah, right. That just gives us flippers. Okay. Yeah, missing the book from Bottle Winner is really hard in this seed. Very nice routing by Waterleau, I gotta say.
Well played. Speaking of well played, there is the Old Man's Cave from the normal side.
Yep.
Alright. Moon Pearl acquired for Waterloo.
Ooh.
Azder taking a death before he intended to, I imagine.
Yeah. Time to see some actual Dark World. Azder probably on his way to Tower Fair now, since he can't beat it.
He's headed
Or-
through Paradox Cave. He may be
Back to
headed
the
to
mountain?
the Tower of Hera entrance.
Oh yeah, with the mirror. You're right. I think that was a crystal, a 5-6 in Eastern?
Yep, 5-6 crystal at Eastern Palace.
Okay.
I mean, we don't even know where Eastern Palace is,
Yep.
to be fair.
But we got the Mickey. Just need the bow.
And this is actually kind of unfortunate for Azder because he's up here where the Ether Tablet is,
Yep.
but still no book.
And he isn't safe in quitting back to Kakariko, since Kakariko was pretty empty. Had a few
Waterloo will be
shitty
picking up
connectors.
that Desert Palace big key here.
Yep, he will like that one. Knows it's a pendant. Yeah, now I start going for Tower of Hera.
Waterloo is doing
Graveyard
some more
Ledge.
checks here. Yeah, Graveyard Ledge, King's Tomb, etc., etc. He already knows what's at Bonk Rocks, so
Yep.
he didn't bother checking that.
He might when he goes for Skullwood, Carter. At least that's what I'd expect him to. Well, there's the side that we can grab the item on in Spectacle.
All right. Let's have a look at this
What's
key.
small key?
Turtle Rock.
Not the most relevant, but logically very much required.
Tower of Hera big key. Where was that again?
I don't quite remember, to be honest. I just ooh, the mids. Oh, we know about the big key to Ganon's Tower. Iceward Cave. Oh, no, Iceward Cave was Desert Big. Wasn't it?
Yeah, Ice Cave was Desert Big.
Not sure where Hera Big came from.
Alright,
Mids
so
is
Waterloo.
already good find though.
Mm-hmm. I mean, we know that Palace
yeah.
of Darkness is behind it.
Yep. Yeah, bet seems right. Had a big key. Pretty sure that's the one that was on there.
Right, Magic Bat.
So that's fully in logic. Very nice, Moldom. Quick work. And some bombs. It's the blast pendant. Okay.
Alright, we have our flippers path laid out before us here.
Those are very early in logic, I gotta say. All things considered.
In before Hammer in Swamp.
Yeah, I mean... we got 2 chests in there once we find it. I don't think we found the dam either, right?
No.
No dam, no swamp yet. Have the fake flipper sequence break led to something? I don't think so, right? Hobo was trash.
Yeah, Azder, I don't think he went for Zora. Because he found Desert.
Yeah, he went into the desert cave. Yeah, Powder's is in logic, I'm pretty sure. That was just on the right side of Maya. Here is the Skullwood's big chest, not something you see all that often. With a bow!
Whoa!
So
And
much for what that
Skullwood-
one might not be required.
Yeah, Skullwood's big key was that other one we found in Mire, wasn't it?
I'm pretty sure, yeah, in the main lobby room.
Wow. If we find Eastern, we can clear it.
That's so rare that you get to just single tip Eastern. That is really nice.
Right, peace.
There's
Hey,
the
there's
dam.
the dam.
Okay. Where was that? Oh, east side Dark Death Mountain.
And luckily, this is doable with the Super Bunny glitch as long as you time it right. Make sure not to get hit by that anti-fairy.
Yeah, I think you could push the blocks, but you couldn't push the lever and open the chest, right?
Right.
As Bunny.
Oh, Hype Cave,
Cave in the
found
back.
at the back of Skull Woods. And there's swamp right next to the dam.
What? That's hilarious.
The flute.
Woo. That is a nice find. Then again, he doesn't have the mids yet, but still, it's quite the convenience. Wonder where he's going from here.
Well, I imagine he's going to activate the flute.
Yeah, why not just save and quit?
Eh.
And again, he has boots probably about as fast.
Alright. So, you'll indulge me for a moment.
Sure.
I might have something prepared. So, hey, Cross Keys is great, and there is no debate. But I must now relate a concern I see. With all the moving halls and caves inside of Hyrule, I fear for its structural integrity.
Very nice. Let's see, some Village of Outcasts. Sadly, as Bunny, you can't do too much here. You can only do 2 entrances.
Yup.
Yeah, that bottle vendor really hurting him now. There he goes!
He did it. He bought the book. The book has been acquired.
We willed him to it.
The energy has been received. See where he heads from here.
Looks like Waterleau is taking on Vinny now.
Yeah. Seems entirely reasonable.
Yep, with the bow and silvers in hand, this is now a much easier fight.
This is basically a trivial fight at this point.
Yeah. And yeah, looks like azder is suspecting he might have missed something there. So he's going straight for the tablet.
Beeline for that tablet.
Yeah, he's probably actually run basically out of location since he's been doing bunny shenanigans with like Super Bunny glitch.
Yeah, I think
entire time.
that's probably it.
I think azder still has a good chance. Like, it's not like he's been doing nothing. He is still Mire and Hera up on Waterleau.
Yeah, so Waterleau here, he has to remember to go to Magic Bat for one thing.
Yeah.
So that he can get that key. We also need to find the back of Desert, which I don't think we have.
Yeah, I don't think so. At least I don't have it marked anywhere on my tracker. Yeah, and the hammer is still a big question.
I told you it's in Swamp.
It might actually be at this point, I gotta say. It wasn't an Ice Palace, so Swamp is the next suspect. how this goes, right?
Yeah, pretty much. Alright, so Azder finally gets a hold of that big old moon pearl.
Yep, does Esther have the skull what's big? Yeah, he has, okay. And he's going over there now, I'd assume.
Seems reasonable.
Yeah.
Gonna check this cave first, because, it's right here.
The second glove is in Tower of Hera upstairs, so Waterleau should be getting that once he remembers to go to the bed. Since that one has our big key for Hera. I mean, he knew where the moon pearl was, but he probably didn't have any locations left in logic. So once he saw the book, he just beelined it for the tablet he could get.
All right, so yeah, and I think there were like very few entrances left where you could actually do something in Logic as a bunny.
Yeah.
Too.
Since they don't have like access to the southern or eastern part of the Dark World. At least that's Bunny.
Yeah, we'll see if Azder goes for the pedestal check here. I mean, I can't imagine any scenario that's not what this is.
Yeah. Waterleau checking big chest for us now. I don't think we've seen it on Azder's part. Just a map. For desert, great. Because we totally don't know what's in here.
And there we go. Azder has located that information on the pedestal. Flippers are a go. Sort.
Ooh. Can he get him back in his portal? Surely, right? If he goes a bit more south. Okay, yeah. Yeah, once Azder finds the Skullwoods back at what's it called Checkerboard Cave entrance, he's just immediately killing Moth and should then find his third pendant. So,
well, I mean, once we find the back of desert.
Oh yeah, right.
Ain't nobody found the back of desert yet.
Yep.
And there's the bow.
The seed.
For Azder.
This is incredible. Looks like a Village of Outcasts time for Waterloo.
We'll be able to check quite a bit more in the entrance department than Azder was.
Yep. I imagine Azder will go over there as well. Or was it Bullshit Woods? Did it lock you in? I didn't even check.
It was, yeah.
Great. But then again, you can just save and quit, so...
Yeah. I would not be surprised to see, like, the back of desert here in Village of Outcasts.
Yeah.
GT small key.
Hmm.
I mean, we know where the mitts are, and we know the hammer's in swamp. We don't know that. Hey, there's Chicken Hut.
In Thieves Town main entrance. There
The
is...
Hyrule Castle small key. Woo!
Yay!
That single arrow is in Logic now.
Oh, baby. I don't think there was anything in the second chest, right? Is that one's locked behind the key as well?
Yeah,
It was all junk.
I don't think so.
And round number 2.
I don't have a second set of lyrics.
That's really good for him, since he has the mitts already. He can just go to Maya area, since he hasn't explored that yet.
Yeah, that would be pretty
And he should
solid
find
play
Skywards.
for him.
Bombable Hut. Hyrule Right. Okay, that's where the last one is.
Ah, apparently nobody checked that entrance.
Yep, I think they both went out of the left one. Or rather, I don't think Esther... Has Esther even been in there? I think he might have been.
Alright, just a simple fairy in the archery game. And we're going to see the back of the race game here. I don't imagine Waterloo will go for that 300 rupees now that we have 900 some odd rupees.
Yeah. Useless. And here's back of Skullwood's for Esther.
What, you don't want a good bee? We don't have Bugnet though, so sad day.
Can't catch it.
All right, digging time for Waterloo. As you're getting that big T swamp. I know that the hammer's not behind that though. All right, so you got the Wake medallion.
We need ether for the Maya entrance though, and I don't think we've seen the Turtle Rock entrance yet. Nobody's been up there yet.
And Waterloo checking Grove Ledge here.
There's
it's
the
back
of desert. Woo! So that's all flip-flops in logic.
Mm-hmm.
Esther should find that pretty shortly, I'd say. So
Yeah.
he might actually be back in the lead.
I mean, it stands to reason there may actually be something in Swamp. It may not be the hammer, but it seems pretty likely that there's something in Swamp, given how front-loaded the pendants were.
Yeah, I agree. Again, we're sort of joking about the hammer, but it might very well be. Let's see, probably some Silver Arrow or Fire Rod Landmo, I'd imagine.
Links of Past Ken, this is definitely a pedestal seed.
I don't think he has checked the flooded item yet. I imagine he'll flute over there soon. We have flippers on the pedestal today.
Bombs on Landmo, and the green pendant acquired. And also, of course, gives us access to Sahasrala's item.
Yeah, that's true. Which is a pretty quick check from Flute 8. Then again, they probably want to... Well, they don't have flippers yet, so... Maybe they're hoping to get flippers first, and then swim over there in the Dark World? To be more efficient about it. Can you dig it? I think we've seen it already, though.
I believe so.
Yeah, just 50 bucks. I think we have... Yeah, we have seen the Dark World Bonk Rocks. Still missing Light World Bonk Rocks, though.
Alright, Waterloo gonna go ahead and check Bombo's tablet, which we know is perfectly in logic.
Yep. Single arrow quiet and the bugnet. Time for some
Now we can
memes.
go back and get that B.
Yep.
That's what I'm saying.
Oh, waterleau has checked these. Yeah, I'm pretty sure he saw that hint. And he has lifted that rock. Not quite sure why he's going in there again.
Maybe he's trying to remember where he left something.
Maybe.
Maybe he's trying to remember where Sahasrala was?
Yeah, maybe.
Because looking at his tracker, I don't think he marked it.
Yeah, it doesn't look like it. It's small, but... Oh, bomb shop, finally! Eastern and Pod. Doubly bowlogged.
Azder finds the... Goes to the Mimic Cave, finds that boring house, which is what I call the tree pull house. Because you can get a tree pull in that house.
You can?
Yeah, you pull the Mario painting on the back wall.
Oh, interesting. Nah, Hotel Mario percent was decisively won. Azder took that win. At like 20 minutes or something.
When somebody came up with when somebody told me the name Hotel Mario, I was like,
So good.
oh wow, that's like the best.
Yep, you can't unsee it. Bunch of beds and a dude who looks like Mario. What do you call it?
You call it a bad CDI game, that's what you do.
Okay, use Light World Bonk Rocks for waterleau, I imagine. Haven't seen those yet.
Yeah, this might lead him to Magic Bat here in a second as...
Oh, Eastern!
Well then, I
Free
imagine
single
we're gonna
dip.
Imagine we're gonna take a little detour and go ahead and finish this silly thing first.
Yeah.
Waterloo, you hit the switch, dude.
Getting to single dip Eastern is just beautiful. That rarely happens. Let's see if it has something though.
Granted, I think the last 2 or 3 times I commentated a seed, they were able to single dip Eastern.
Nice. I
Last
don't
time
think
it
I've
was
ever done it.
basically required early. Like all the 3 items to clear it were in Sphere 1.
Nice.
Yeah.
It's not yet determined who the winner goes up against, I believe.
Yeah, the winner will go up against the winner of Recidador and whoever plays Recidador. I do know who the loser goes up against.
Bob spying the
Some
competition.
nerd I've never heard of. Yeah, that might have something to do with why I signed up for this race. Also, it was basically the only one I was going to be available for today, so there's also that.
And Azder finding the bag of desert. That's
And
his
some
flippers.
artwork can be found in Swamp Palace.
Oh, clearly that's why we need to go there.
Yep, gotta
Look
get
at
that
that red
power
mail.
percent.
Yep. So I can see Azder pretty much going straight for Swamp now once he's cleared up this area. Like grab his flippers and like he knows where it is.
Mm-hmm.
He can easily get there with flute mid's hookshot. Doesn't even need a connector for it. I mean, this seed is really pointing us towards it, so as much as we're memeing with the hammer in the swamp, I'd be tempted to check it.
Yeah, I mean, it's really possible.
Third bottle for Waterloo. Eastern so far pretty garbage. I mean, it has a logically required Turtle Rock small key, but who cares about that?
But we do have the boss coming up, and of course, this is going to be a required play for both runners anyway.
Yep.
So getting this out of the way while you've got the chance is definitely a good call.
Okay, azder basically following the footsteps of Waterloo at the moment.
Yep. Might get another Eastern play.
I don't think he's been sped out here, but obviously he should recognize the cave and know he doesn't need it.
And another T-Rock small key.
Okay. Thank you, game. That's one of our 5-6 crystals. For the other one, we will need the hammer though.
That is a color of green guard I have never seen. It was like gray, brown. Speaking of Turtle Rock.
Interesting. We haven't seen much of Turtle Rock, have we?
Oh.
No, we haven't found a single... Haven't found a single Turtle Rock entrance, what?
Yeah, with all those Turtle Rock small keys, I would not be surprised to see something in this lava chest here.
Yeah, agreed.
Because
it's in logic.
That is an indication that the lava chest could have something.
Yeah, same. At the same time, we need the 4 for Trinex access, obviously, and Turtle Rock might be a required connector. Like going all the way through it, since we haven't seen any of the exits.
That was the Ether medallion.
Be required. We don't know what's in Mire.
And
considering
we also don't know what the medallion for Turtle Rock is, so it could be that it's required to get into GT.
Yep.
I wouldn't be surprised to see one of the exits out of Turtle Rock here lead to the floating island.
Yeah, same.
Which would give us access to that area.
Up there. We might even see the hammer in here for all we know. It's 12 checks, so...
Nice spin speed off the stairs there for azder. So, you know, memeing about the hammer and swamp aside, there could be, like, some other scenarios where the flippers are locking it. Like, I think the flippers are locking the hammer. I think that is likely.
Yeah. Agreed.
But it could be in another place. Like, you could have, say, Mini Moldorm Cave at the Lake Hylia Island Cave. Or something like that.
Yeah, we haven't seen either of them fake flipper, really, so... We've seen, I think, just Hobo and the one desert entrance that's in the waterfall cave, which then interrupted the fake flipper, so... Very quick armors.
Gross.
Yeah, azder's NMG execution is pretty good.
Nobody checks ore and catfish, that's true.
Yep.
Yeah, we can't have Hammer in Gen's tower at all, unfortunately. Okay, so the Turtle Rock main entrance turns out to be Palace of Darkness.
That is actually pretty interesting as well, since you don't have
Other way
access to
around,
this
yeah.
area either. You do not have the hammer or a connector over here.
Yeah, though logically we have access to the flippers, so we could get there that way.
Oh, that's true. We got that now. Yeah, azder has all 3 pendants now. I expect when he cleared up this area, he's gonna go grab that. I'm almost a bit surprised Waterloo didn't mirror in front of Pod to go to Hera.
He doesn't have the big key yet.
Oh, you're right.
He's got to get to Magic Bat to get that big key.
I totally forgot about that. Ugh, there's a shitty connector for you. I'd follow it though at this point. It's
What's wrong with this connector?
It's just annoying to follow.
I'd have been tempted to go check the other entrance over there, but...
I meant on Waterloo's side. Oh, damn it. Yeah, Turtle Rock is a shitty connector. It's a good dungeon. Shitty connector. Nice connector! Nice connector!
I was like, I would want to go check that entrance again before I followed that, but okay, now I just get that entrance. Sure.
Yeah. It's
Nice
unlikely
game.
for him to get locked out, so I can understand the play. Like, the only thing that can lock him is if he gets spat out at, I guess, Maya or some mid-slug place.
So, skipping the pokey key here is actually probably fine, just because we've got so many keys at this point.
They might have to go all the way through, though. Like, this might bite him. Like, we obviously need to be Trinax, and if we don't find the laser bridge exit, this might bite him.
Ah, speaking of Magic Bat, Waterloo has located it immediately.
Yep. That's awkward. That skip I don't understand, I gotta say.
Waterloo is going to 5. So this is going to be the Hera play. And he's going to be pleasantly surprised by that pendant.
Yep,
it's probably the first time I've ever said that. Yeah, that is a thing. You could go to Hera, beat it, and then like flute to 3, pick up the flippers, and then like just flute to 4 and go back to your portal and continue checking like the top of Hyrule Castle and things like that.
Yeah. Stupid Kiki following us. Azder doing the slightly quicker version of this, where it just can drop down.
Yep. It's gonna be like,
Oh.
oh.
I love the short, like, breaks that you get in this mode. And that you can, like, literally see on everyone.
Alright, Waterloo takes down Moldorm, gets the bombs, and down comes the pendant.
Yep. Both with the same dungeons cleared now.
So if Waterloo finds Swamp, we could finally check and see if that's the deal here.
Ooh! Why did that sword dash not hit the enemy? That hurts.
It's a weird angle.
Yeah, that hurts. And yeah, both of them now going and grabbing the flippers. Once their routes are sort of over, even though it was abruptly over for Azder. Azder not grabbing the flippers. He did read the pedestal, right?
Yeah, sure did.
Okay.
And here comes the pedestal. Flippers acquired. There we go. As
Yeah,
going for it now.
Oh, he's on his way. The question is, what do they do next? Do you follow a bit more of Turtle Rock, especially in Waterleau's footsteps, with like tons of TR small keys?
Well, I imagine Waterloo here is going to go ahead and check the top of Hyrule Castle here. Might go to Catfish here in a bit. And then once this area is taken
Wrap it
care
up
of,
with Zora.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can see that.
Alright, flippers acquired on both sides within seconds of each other.
Yeah, this is super close right now. What are we looking at item and key-wise? We for sure need the Ice Rod, since we will need to beat Trinex.
Ice Rod, Hammer.
We will need the hammer. And I think, otherwise just keys,
Thieves Town
right?
Big Key.
Yeah.
Thieves Town Pod and Turtle Rock Big Keys. Half magic on Saha's Rala, turns
Not
out.
a bad price for a quick flute, I gotta say.
There's the hammer. Wasn't even behind the flippers.
Okay.
But it was in Mini Moldorm Cave. Just throwing
And
that
another pod key. Very interesting.
Ice Palace entrance is Checkerboard Cave with a big 20.
I missed what was in the other Hyrule Castle entrances.
Well, there was a shop in the middle one, and I didn't quite see the right side.
Oh, okay.
They haven't found GT, but they know where it is.
Yeah.
They got a hint saying where it was. And with that hammer and 2 medallions, there's a better than even chance that Waterloo has access to Ganon's Town.
Yeah. We still need to find our way to the top of the mountain, though.
Well,
oh wait, we have Hera access. You're right. You're right.
You can just get the mirror.
Yeah,
Once you got the
right.
hammer, you're good.
Oh, I forget that you can just walk over there. It's so not entrance right now.
Yeah, it's not kosher. All right, Waterloo going to Catfish time. And I imagine we'll see some Zora.
Yeah,
Well,
with with 5 keys, I might opt to go pod first.
Ooh,
They
yeah,
can
pod
full
is
clear it. Once he has the hammer.
Minus the big chest and the
chest,
boss.
Maybe he wants to find that one first, so he... Yeah. Ah, this is kind of awkward. Do you go GT first? Do you go pod first? Oh, there's the Turtle Rock key that Esther was missing. Oh wait, he's missing one more? Oh. On Zorledge, just some bumps.
Was there a hint saying that Mimic Pod Big Key was in Mimic Cave? I don't remember that.
That would be interesting. That's on the light side of East of Mountain. Looks like Waterleau is going back for his portal to get to shopping mall. If I had to guess.
Yep. Seems reasonable.
Spin speed on that corner seems rather hard.
I think we are pretty much out of major item one-off locations.
Yeah, it's mainly just like GT pot and swamp now. And I guess Turtle Rock.
Yeah. I think all the other
Dungeons.
caves that have items in them are down to just the one item ones, except for
The two behind Pyramid Ferry, yeah. I don't even know how many one-offs we have left. Can't be that many. Let's see the shopping mall. Does it live up to its name?
Now, Mireshed is at the Pyramid Ferry. We know that because Pyramid Ferry was, it says Pyramid Ferry led to a cave with 2 chests.
Connector, okay.
Watch the other connector be in the cave.
Where? Yeah, we haven't seen the other end of that one.
Oh, Spiral Cave.
Spiral,
I mean, this is about as good a time to check Spiral Cave as any.
Yeah, he's probably just checking the other one first and then going back.
If there is such a thing as a good time to check Spiral Cave. Oh, he's getting Sazral, a pendant. Green pendant turn in taken care of.
And now he marked it. Oopsies. Oh, my stream for Azder just died.
It just took a quick refresh. Looks like we're getting the Ice Palace play now.
Oh yeah, Ice Palace makes sense.
Perfectly reasonable.
Yep, we know the big chest is nothing, so that's probably his best bet where he doesn't orphan anything.
And we've got the hammer, so we can actually clear it.
Yep. I think this is a good play for him. Yeah, I mean, obviously Ice Palace is a great dungeon to go mode, but so are Pot and just not doing GT, so I like it. I like the Ice Palace play. Looks like Azder is going for Swamp, maybe? Taking out the hookshot.
It's entirely possible.
We obviously know he needs to mirror on top of the pyramid now for his hammer. So...
It looks like he might instead just be heading up to just the top of... Oh no, he's headed down.
Oh, it's over here. Connector, the 2
this
connector. Oh yeah, nobody has taken that one yet because both of them were bunnies when we first saw it. I think. Oh, well. That one is useful. The big key is nothing though, so might as well just get it out of the way.
I mean, yes, the logic would expect you to have the big key before beating Cold Stare.
Yeah, I'm not expecting Cold Stare to
But-
drop anything, but you gotta do this anyways. You can clear everything you need. Like, why not do it?
Yeah, I can see the idea being if you know like where pod is and how to get the pod big key, it does seem like it might be a little more profitable to do that. But I think the fact that Waterloo was just over there at the time
There's a
probably makes
Turtle
it
Rock entrance.
defensible. Yeah, the Turtle Rock big chest found at the Misery Mire entrance.
That might be needed later on. Here come the Hammerlock chests we haven't seen yet. First one being a heart piece on Waterloo's side. Second one being big key for this dungeon. Are you kidding me? Vanilla? Actual
come on,
vanilla?
man.
So much for no signal to go to Cold Stare. Now we're just missing one small key. Or are we even missing small key? If you have Kane, it's just one small
No,
key
it's just-
required in
yeah,
logic,
you just
right?
need one.
Yeah. Another. Oh yeah, we saw this one already. Saw that one. Yeah, he's going for Swamp. That's kind of ugly since we know where the hammer is, but understandable.
I mean, you can get 2 items here.
Yeah,
Why not?
yeah.
It's not like it's super difficult
it's-
to.
It's not too far out of the way. No, that bomb jump is free, Waterloo. Even I can do it.
Well, there's that armor we were talking about.
Yup. Yeah, TR big key as well.
Turtle Rock big key.
Houston big. Pod big. But I think we know where that one is.
Yeah.
And Ice Rod. We have all small keys for Turtle Rock. It's just azder might be in a bit of a problem. But yeah, we have 3 of the most like chest-rich dungeons in the entire game left, so this is a hard decision to make where you go, at least once you find the hammer.
Yeah. I'm with people as far as
So since I missed it, where was the pot big key? Did you catch that?
people were saying it was in Mimic Cave.
Oh, and Mimic Cave is in a light world where Swamp is. Okay.
There's a hint in ice that says it. Okay.
Okay.
Oh,
Yeah, Uncle was at Lumberjack. Like
So-
the drop down setup was literally perfect in this seat.
Yeah, it was the best possible setup, I think.
We have Sank in Keg, we have Uncle at Lumberjack, and Stupid Fairy at Pyramid. Like it was literally wonderful. I
There
think
are
that-
quite a few runs later tonight, I know that.
Yep. Let me check real quick.
There's a whole bunch of them starting at around 8 o'clock Eastern.
Two at 8 Eastern, one at 8:30 Eastern, and one at 11 Eastern.
Unfortunately, I have class on Tuesday nights, so won't be able to be around for those, but good luck to everybody involved. While we're at it, I want to go ahead and
Yeah.
shout out our trackers real quick. We got Siberian and Seiryu on that.
Yeah, thank you very much, guys. Tracking this mode is a pain. Azder finally getting his hammer, it looks like. And here comes Spiral Cave. Let's see where this one goes. It just has a heart, so that's basically irrelevant. Oh, the Smoky of Hera was up on the pyramid. I didn't catch that. Interesting.
Lol.
Oh, it leads to this one. Great. Glad we won't have to follow this connector. Yeah, and there are the mimics. What is Esther doing?
Jumping in a hole several times, I guess.
Pod Bicky. Okay, now you know where you go next. Oh wait, he read the hit just now. I'm dumb. Ugh. Forgot he read that.
Alright, Azder now has the hammer, and our item collection between the two players is pretty much equal. I think the bug net is the main difference.
Finally, Waterleau will find Swamp. And he can
Doing
just
these caves in the right order.
Yup.
I expect sort of a double take when he goes into the next cave, like, oh.
I'm not sure if I would skip left side. You have much open, but at the same time, if it's in here, you might clear an unnecessary GT or something. 3 items is still quite a lot to find. But I can see it, yeah. I can see the skip.
I would be hard pressed to skip the left side with the ice rod at large.
Yeah, I don't think any of them feels really behind. Esther might be a little because of how late he got the book. But
So by what's on the ped, I think you mean what was on the ped.
like I can see skipping it and not skipping it. Like both make sense to me at this point, but I personally wouldn't skip it probably. Especially, like, we have a 2/3 chance of being able to enter GT, but we might not be able to.
Azur's going to pod.
Yep. I mean, he can full clear it, makes sense.
I was like, did he get the big key while I wasn't looking? Apparently he did.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking as well, AA. Yeah, he grabbed the big key from Mimic Chest real quick. Mimic Cave. Like, I think it's possible that we don't need GT at all in the seat, so that's what I would kind of try.
Yeah, there was a hint about the pod location. That is correct.
Yep. Azder has 5 keys, yes, so you can easily just full clear this in a very, very quick fashion.
Yeah, you just hammer yump and then you get everything
Yep.
you need. And pod is just a greater number of chests.
Yeah.
Check.
And if you don't have to do like additional both side loops or skip chests in here, I think it's just very reasonable to go here first.
Thanks, game.
Good hint.
Pretty sure we found that maybe a dumb amount of time ago.
Yep. Thief's done big. There's one of our Gomos.
Okay. Just 2 more left to go.
Here's the second. Nice, Palace Swamp. Nice.
We'll see.
Fully in logic.
Yep, left side swamp is in fact a complete bust, so good on anybody who could bring themselves to skip it. And azder going for the boss first, which is, actually completely reasonable.
Yeah, I don't think it makes much of a difference, right? If you open the front door.
Yeah.
Since you don't have to mess with the pegs on going left from that spot.
Mm-hmm. Meanwhile, Waterloo heading into the back of swamp.
I'm expecting to see a sword here.
There's always
as
a sword in
usual.
the swamp.
Yup.
I made up a little song. It goes like this. There's always a sword in swamp. There's always a sword in swamp. The place may be garbage, but you must acknowledge there's always a sword in swamp.
Nice. Yeah, it's uncanny how often swords are in here and I don't get it. We could also still see some Ice Rod Laser Bridge memes.
Could
Since
very well
none of
happen.
them have gone, both of them went to the front through Turtle Rock, none of them went to the back. Wait, we can't go to the back, since we don't have the big key yet. I'm a dummy. We haven't found the entrance.
In before its actual Gen's tower.
That would be pretty horrible. Then again, yeah, that might come back to bite azder then, if it's actually inaccessible. I mean, neither of them needs the sword, I think. They should both be comfortable.
Oh, we've got another GT key there on Elmasaur.
That's number 2 for him, it looks like. Yeah.
Alright, Waterloo about to take down Argus.
1 silver arrow to the eye. And just 10 arrows back.
Swamp supposed to have a sword.
Completely empty. Wow. And azder doing a play that we kind of expected. Found the Thief's done big. Just follow it.
Seems entirely reasonable.
Yep.
We found the Thieves Town small key way, way earlier.
Oh yeah! He didn't go back in, you're right, eh? That's surprising. He literally left 8 checks back there?
Yep.
Aw.
I mean, when you got a dungeon that you have to do, and you can do it.
True. True. He can just float over.
Yeah, it's not a huge time loss just to get back to pod. Speaking of back to pod, I feel like that's where Waterloo's heading now.
Yeah, probably. Yeah. It's still unlikely that he hits Go Mod. It's still 2 items out of 4 checks. And I think we got the hint that Thieves was garbage. Thieves on big? Oh no, I think we got ice.
It was
Ice
Ice
chest.
Big that was
Yeah.
garbage.
Right.
I mean, Thieves Town Big is going to be the Turtle Rock Big Key. We know that, right?
Maybe.
I'm just making dumb, bold predictions, and eventually one of them will stick.
Yup. And then people will call you a witch. And you'll get burned. That's how that went, I think.
I'm taking the classic psychic approach where you just throw darts at a wall and see what sticks. Anyway.
Make enough guesses. Let's see, Thieves Town. Not quite. Just a piece of heart, okay.
Rip me.
Blind Belazard.
All right, Azder, gonna go ahead and finish off blind. I mean, the way his strategy has been going, he might go to Ice Palace and finish that next.
Yeah, I could see that. Looks like Waterleau is going in the back first as well.
Mm-hmm.
Just gonna be the question of, is he gonna go back in?
Who knows?
Neither of them is using Quick Swap that much, I feel.
I mean, the more items you get in the inventory, the less good Quick Swap becomes. So,
yeah, of course, there's still some stuff where it's good to do it. Or if you just have the time to do it.
Yeah. You just have to have the presence of mind to remember, okay, this is what I'm going to need next, and get over to it. Yep. Which is, a skill that I have not really acquired. So
I just love Quickswap because I don't play the normal modes, so very much used to it by now. Yeah, it probably will never be allowed to shadow, since my NMG skills.
Alright, Waterleau taking care of Helmosaur as well. We will see if he goes back in for those 8 items. Or if he goes for the Thieves Town play.
Yeah, menuing is a skill. Quick menuing totally isn't. As could be seen by the, what was it, Korak Wayne match that I commented, where Wayne literally lost because he wasn't using quick menu. But he's also pretty new to the category, so. And yeah, Waterleau going back in. Maybe because he already cleared out Ice and Swamp. Like he doesn't have that much left.
Right.
Obviously he also knows about GT, so that's always sort of in the back of your mind, but it looks like both of them are trying to sort of avoid GT.
Yeah, I would try to avoid GT if at all possible.
I'm not saying that SNT, that if he had used it, he would have won. I'm saying if he were used to quick swap. and would have used it, he could have won. But obviously he isn't. That's why I'm saying quick swapping is a skill as well. Same as regular menuing. Combos in the back of Pod is interesting because that might be required to get into GT. We don't know yet.
Yep, that is the last medallion. So we could run into a situation where Azder has to go to GT and doesn't have the medallion needed to get in.
Here comes Hammerjump. Looks good. Very nice.
I have officially abandoned all menu boss for Argus unless I actually have no sword.
Piece
The
of
fighter
heart.
sword you can spin.
Is the back of Pod garbage or not? It's garbage. Okay.
Alright, so the only potentially relevant item being the Bombos medallion there.
Yep.
So Waterloo will probably go finish Thieves Town.
Yeah. And I expect him to go to GT then? Oh, Smiths.
Smith time, yeah. I
Where
believe
was
the Smiths
the
were at
Smith?
the Lost Woods gamble place?
For some reason I didn't write them down, but I think you're right. I'm sort of surprised that he doesn't go Thieves Town first, but I guess it makes sense.
So
He's right here.
So the pendants in the game that you see there, those are required to pull the Master Sword pedestal. Those are what you would normally get in the first 3 dungeons in the light world of this game. Then in the dark world, there are the 7 crystals that you need to open Ganon's tower. Well, in this mode, you just need the 7 crystals before you can fight Ganon. That's what we're going for here. It turned out we did need to pull the Master Sword pedestal this seed, so people went and got all those pendants.
Map to Swamp Palace. Thank you, Smiths. They apparently are cartographers today.
That does, however, open up Purple Chest.
Yep.
Azder looks like he is going to... they found this connector as well.
Thieves Town now for Waterloo. Oh, so that connector could have been really useful for Waterloo.
Oh my goodness.
Could have gotten him up on the Dark Mountain, but I guess, couldn't have done much there anyways. Yeah, both ZL and Nocturne on OT are immediate all dungeon seed in that game. Yes, all dungeons in OT is like 25 to 30%. Here it's like, what, 3 in the regular modes? I don't know how much it's in cross keys.
In regular mode, logically required pedestal is about 4.5%.
Ah, okay. Yeah, somewhere in that ballpark I heard.
But actually required pedestal is less than that.
Yeah. Yeah, same, Alazun.
Alright, so Azder going for the swamp play. Probably clear the place out. Might skip the left side. We'll see.
Yep.
But at this point, it is kind of looking like that Turtle Rock Big Key will be sitting in Ganon's tower somewhere.
Mm-hmm.
As well as the Ice Rod. Though the Ice Rod could just be in the back of Turtle Rock like
Yeah.
it usually is.
Which would be really ugly. Like, if you find the Turtle Rock boss key early on in GT, that's like the worst case scenario.
Yeah, basically, because
Then you have the shitty
got
decision, do
all
I keep
these
clearing
items.
this? Yeah. Like, we have nothing behind, so it's 4 items in the climb, and a goddamn ton in the basement. And you're sitting there and are like, what do I do now?
Like, if you're feeling behind, you go for the extremely gutsy play of just bailing and going Turtle Rock.
Just mirror out and go Turtle Rock.
I always feel like my life is incomplete when I don't have Serenade. Let's put it that way.
Yeah, such a great song. Okay. Thieves Town, obviously a bust for Waterleau. And looks like, yeah, as we're skipping the left side. I assume we'll still get the lower ones, yeah. There's no reason to skip these. In this position.
It's like, if there's something locked behind a scarecrow, and you haven't given me Serenade, I'm gonna last location that. Anyway. Moving on back to the game at hand.
Whose name? Waterloo? I don't know French, so I couldn't tell you. I assume low also means water then.
Huh.
Oh yeah. Oh. Yeah. Right.
Well, there you go. I know next to zero French.
Same.
I know a decent amount of Spanish, but that doesn't really help. You would think it might, because they have similar roots. Nope. Maybe if I saw it written down, but like verbally they sound completely different.
Yeah. That's always surprising to me how different many of the European languages are over here. Like, some are kind of similar. If I hear Dutch, I can very much understand parts of it as a German. But French and Italian and whatnot are completely different. Let's see where either of them go now. Looks like we might see the GT play from Waterloo.
That is entirely possible. We might also see it from azder.
Yep.
Yeah. I think we have ourselves a literal actual race on our hands.
Yeah, this is as synced as you get in this mode. The big difference could be actually that Bombos. If that's what opens up Turtle Rock, or well, GT in Turtle Rock, then this could be very, very different. Yeah, or 33% chance that Waterloo checks 27 chests that have nothing, and it's a stupid one-off. Which is unlikely, admittedly, but possible.
Waterloo finds that other connector. He's like, I could have been up here 7 hours ago.
Yup.
Oh, and the Dead Rocks just made this a dead heat.
Yeah, Jesus. This sync is real. What's it gonna be? It's Ether. Okay. So the Bomber's irrelevant.
All right, there are 22 locations in Ganon's Tower. Where do you think the big key to Turtle Rock is?
Oh, wait. It's a different one this time. Oh yeah, and I guess we need to guess 27 locations.
Yeah, 27 total locations, yeah.
Well, that was easy.
Okay, fair enough. Oh.
And now we have that dilemma. What the hell do you do? I think you gotta keep going. I don't think any one of them feels really far behind, right?
can certainly give it a shot. We do have a divergence between sides here. Waterloo heading right and azder heading left. Waterloo skipping the tile room. That does seem like
That's
a
our
relatively
sixth small
reasonable
key.
play. There, a logically required 6th small key, and there's the compass of Ganon's Tower in case you lose track of your count of items. We've got a cape,
Useful.
a heart, a big 20, and 5 rupees. Map chest is a piece of heart.
Oh, can azder now full clear with opening the map chest?
He had 2 keys coming in.
Oh, I thought he only had 1. Yeah, I think he only has 1. He just picked up the pot key, right? The one below the skull.
Oh, yeah. Well then.
Might come in relevant.
Well, I mean, it won't. Well, maybe. Could if it's up the stairs, we could have a problem on our hands.
Yeah, I'm surprised he didn't go right first, because then he could just replace his key if he didn't want to climb. Now he can't do climb or right side. There's our mushroom. We still don't know what that yields. Oh boy. Intentional key lock. See.
Seems legit.
Yeah, we still got purple chest and the 2 chests behind the pyramid fairy crack that are left open. There's a castle tower key, which should be... Wait, is that actually the first one? Yeah. We were joking about that earlier. It could be in the 2nd chest in castle tower.
Oh my god.
And yeah, obviously, like, the back of Turtle Rock is now open. Oh god, these options are all god-awful if it's not behind ice armors.
It'd be hilarious if the ice rod was on the 2nd chest in Castle Tower, and then the 2nd Castle Tower key was on Trinex.
Yeah. Where was Potion Shop again?
Hyrule Castle main entrance.
Oh, right. So they might actually hand that in, since they have the flute. Oh.
Bombs. Piece of heart.
Uh-oh.
5 rupees. Alright, azder is locked out of Ganon's Tower. So he's gonna go make some other plays.
Yep.
Well, he's going for tile
room? Yeah, looks like.
He could climb and not get the Moldorm chest.
He couldn't even get the one before Moldom, right? You need a key right after the Helmos, I think?
Well, there is one on the helmets.
Oh, right. I almost forget about that one for some reason.
That's why you only need 1 key going up and not 2.
Yeah, you're right. God, the seed.
Just a heart in the tile room, and azder is out.
I assume Waterleau is not climbing?
Also not climbing, so we have ourselves a exploration.
Looks like azder going for the mushroom. God, this seed. Is any of these entrances laser bridge, or do we have to go through?
I'm telling you, laser bridge is Ganon's Tower.
Looks like it. It's either Ganon's Tower or Floating Island, I believe. That's the only entrance I have left on my
It's
tracker.
Floating Island then.
Yeah,
It
I
has
think
to
that's
be.
the only two.
Tile Room was a full heart.
Container. Yep.
Alright. Mushroom is big 20.
20 bucks. Oh, this is so painful to play seeds like this. I hate it.
And, you know, watching
Looks like
it
Turtle Rock.
is super tense.
Yep. Looks like a Turtle Rock play from azder. Yep, he's going for it.
Going for the big chest.
He might just go through. If he can? Yeah, he has enough keys by now, I think.
I saw the ice rod in the big chest of Turtle Rock in, I think it was 2 days ago when I commentated a match.
Oh, waterleau following him, it looks like.
I don't think he's actually opened this entrance.
Yeah, I don't think so. He might just be looking for laser bridge entrance. Since he also went for Hylia Island.
He's just going to be pleasantly surprised by this.
Yep. Oh boy, this could get really close.
So azder must have picked up the remaining Turtle Rock key at some point.
Nice green rupee. Nice red rupee.
Nice.
50
Extra
rupees.
Useful green rupee.
And yes! Oh my god! Oh my god, what a seed! This is ridiculous. Oh, nice pokey.
Stop, collaborate, and listen, everybody. Vanilla Ice Rod.
Okay, so this is gonna be real close. Like they're what, a minute apart maybe on finishing Trinex?
Yeah. Also, can we say shoutouts to like probably 2 swords in Helmasaur room?
Apparently, yeah. Or there's 2 swords behind the Pyramid Fairy crack.
I think
Vanilla.
with what we've seen, I think the exit out the back here has to be the floating island, though.
I think so,
There
yeah.
has to be a connector to the floating island, and we've seen all the other connectors, I think.
I think so, yeah. He said, yeah, I think I have all of the connectors marked on my map. Yeah.
That being said, how about no?
Yeah, no, leaving that one. If it were actually Ganon's Tower, you'd be screwed royally.
Ganon himself, I believe, was that...
He's just sitting near the smith, yeah.
Yeah.
So it's a quick save and quit off loot over. Front will spit us out at pod. Nah, Floating Island doesn't have anything. We're just speculating.
And azder's execution on this has been pretty top notch, so
Yeah,
it looks
like he's played this game for years. So, including all kinds of low percent shenanigans and God knows what. Like, he is very good at this game. And as far as I know, Waterleau is pretty new, and I think mostly plays cross keys, but it's hard to go up against someone like azder in a basically execution match now at the end. Gets Trinex done as well.
Alright. So, Trinex done for Waterloo, and azder on to phase 2 of Ganon here, probably. Yes. And he's
Nice
got him
position.
in optimal spot.
Yep.
Oh, missed it by 1 spin.
Oh, we don't want to see it up here from him. Well, maybe we kind of wanna. I guess then it would be about as close as it possibly could be. I am not sure if he has a potion left. I don't think so. But he should be fine. Yes, silver arrows.
Bought one at one point, but that being said, he might have used it. I don't know. But I mean, now that we're into phase 3 and 4, it's pretty academic.
Yeah. Yes, we found the silver arrows with our ankle. Thank you for asking. Oh, missed the torch glitch.
It just missed it. It just turned around at the wrong time.
That could cost a little bit of time, but shouldn't be enough. Sadly, he's just getting positions for singles. And gets...
Down he goes.
Woo! Yeah, I think Waterleau's collection rate should be higher. If I had to take a guess. GG's.
All right, we'll see if we can get the conversation going.
Oh,
And
that's why he forfeit.
sounds like we have been joined by azder. Oh, and yeah, Waterloo did go ahead and take a forfeit, unfortunately, after that Ganon fall.
Hello.
Hey, sir, GG.
Oh man.
So, what do you think about the seed? Just some general thoughts first.
I routed it kind of poorly. I forgot Bottle Vendor for a while because it wasn't convenient at first.
Yeah.
I didn't have a lot of money at first, and then I just kind of put it off. I had a lot of other stuff to do. Obviously, you always have like a lot of stuff to do at the start of an entrance seed.
Mm.
I did back of everything at least, but yeah, book leading like right to the boots for the pearl there, that hurt to see, so I felt a bit behind when that happened. And then I died on the way to the pyramid. I was being a bit reckless because I was thinking, oh well, I just have the I found the connector that goes from Sick Kid to the bomb shop, so I'll be fine even if I die, it's whatever. And then I realized I don't have hammered across the bridge. I would have to swim all the way around with flippers. And no, wait, I haven't even gotten flippers from the pedestal yet. So
Right.
Yeah.
That made me take a lot longer to get back to the pyramid because I have way more convenient stuff to do instead. So finding that hammer and mini Moldorm hurt, and then that's pretty much I felt like I needed to take some risks, and so I bailed on pod early. As I found hammer, I was just like, okay, I'm just gonna do my dungeons that like have all the progression, all the chests like right in the way, and try and not do. And I was like, I have a strong feeling Ganon's Tower has at least that is still needed. But then I actually ran out of keys there, so I was a bit worried about key logic. Like I wasn't sure if I would, like I knew at least T-Rock Big Key was in logic, but a lot of the other stuff I only had one key, so probably a lot of the left side wasn't in logic yet.
Yeah, your opponent had, I think, 3 keys or something, because I think a bunch of them were in the back of pod.
That's pretty funny.
Yeah, he had 3 coming in.
And also in the back of pod was the Bombos medallion, and you two were running up to go into Turtle Rock or into the Ganon's Tower entrance there at almost exactly the same time, and we were just like, if this is Bombos, it's basically GG, but it wasn't. So
I thought it was going to be Quake, honestly.
Yeah, with how early that was. And I think the bottle vendor hurt you quite a lot, obviously, just because it led to boots and the pearl. And you also got the mirror pretty late compared to Waterloo.
Yeah, I believe that, whatchamacallit?
The Aga Tower entrance.
Yeah, Aga Tower entrance. Like, I wrote that down first thing, obviously, but it's like...
It's a stupid one-off.
I don't always think to go back to it. It was so early, and I couldn't kill the guards. Like, usually, at least when you find it, you can kill them, but it was right at the start, so I didn't think about it that soon.
Yeah, we were speculating once we, people went through Ganon's Tower, as that Ganon's Tower big chest was the first castle tower key we found. We were thinking, oh, put the ice rod there, and and then put the final castle tower key on Trinex. There you go.
Oh, I was thinking about things like that. I was also thinking about Hera Basement.
Yeah. I was really hoping for you guys to find the ice rod first, because, like, we were talking about it, finding the Turtle Rock big key first is just, what do you do now?
I know, it was
Do you keep clearing GT? Do you even climb, maybe?
Do we know where the Turtle Rock bottom entrance was?
The laser bridge, you mean?
Yeah.
I think it had to be Floating Island.
Yeah.
Oh my god, of course.
That or GT were the only two entrances left, I believe, and I don't think we have another connector that can lead to Floating Island, so it had to be over there.
Okay, that's what I thought. I did miss a few entrances, but I figured, like, I would have come across them at some point. So that means Ice Rod was directly behind Turtle Rock Big Key.
Yeah. I don't think there was a way to get it, pretty sure.
Yeah, so that's kind of what I thought, that Laser Bridge was probably locked by Big Key. So that's why I was thinking, I feel like I was feeling antsy about clearing GT. I was like, I really should make a play for Laser Bridge, I feel like, to catch up. But then I also thought, there's no way that, like, if Ice Rod is behind Turtle Rock Big Key, then there's no way that waterleau is going to peace out right away when he finds the T-Rock Big Key. Assuming he's doing well in the race, there's no way he's going to bail on that. So if it's behind Ice Rod, then the rest of GT is time neutral. So I was kind of banking on that.
Right.
Yeah. He did right side, though.
Yeah, he went
First.
right side. He found, like, the cape. Nobody found another sword. We have no idea where the other swords are. We think there's, like, 2 in the Helmasaur room or something.
Yeah, I think either in a climb in purple chest or in the 2 chests in the pyramid crack.
Like Hera Basement or those one-off locations.
Yeah. But yeah, GG's again.
Yeah, I have a lot of issues with entrance. Like, I'm slowly getting better at routing it, but
it's hard.
It's really hard. A lot of people who run the mode often, that's really impressive the way they put together their routes. Like, for me, I'm getting a lot better, but there's still very frequent snags that I hit. So, like, if Mirror or Flute or Mitts or whatever, if something like that trips me up, then I tend to lose a lot of time there and have trouble catching back up. So that's why I tried to play risky towards the end of this, and it seemed to pay off, but usually it doesn't.
Yeah, I find it hard to evaluate when you need to take risks in this mode. It's so hard to judge. But yeah, your next opponent isn't quite determined yet. Bit away from that.
Yeah, it'd be the winner of Recidador and whoever plays Recidador, because that match has to play out as well.
Yeah, I think one up versus Gus is today or tomorrow.
Yeah, And then Waterloo would be playing me.
I've played
So,
Recidador in
so-
tournament before. I think I'm much stronger than him in the regular modes, but he's very good at entrance, so that's going to be a tough match for me. Assuming that he moves on.
Yeah, good luck with that one. Razzie is pretty good, one of our admins.
All right. So, anything else you'd like to say before we wrap things up here today?
Well, kind of amazed that I won. I wasn't honestly expecting to win. Wanted to try and do my best, but yeah, I wasn't expecting the win. So, or a PB for that matter. So I guess GG's. I don't know. Like, actually, I'm looking at SRL chat, and Waterleau says he kind of played the best that he could. And the funny thing is that, oh, I never checked the flooded item. I guess the sucky thing for him is that I saved as much time as I did because of gambles towards the end because I was doing badly. So, yeah, I don't know. It's kind of really unlucky for him, I guess.
Yeah, Waterloo put up a real good race, since he is pretty new to entrance rando as well, as far as I know.
I mean, I'm still pretty sure that my personal best is over 2.5 hours, and
Same.
Waterloo was up on the 220 something in an all dungeon seed.
Yep.
If it hadn't been for that cannonball, it would have been super good. I mean, this was great on both sides.
Oh, it looks like he's waiting to be pulled in.
Is he? All right.
Okay, he did actually decline an interview earlier, but we can bring him in. See if he's willing to talk. Hello.
Hello.
Hey, Waterloo, GG.
Thank you. I just did talk to a friend who was the seed who said that I was just unlucky. Only unlucky.
Yeah, you were basically leading most of the time, and azder made a couple of calls to cut out a few chests here and there, and that basically did it. He didn't finish checking pod, and he didn't check the right side of GT, and that's basically the only difference between you two. You guys were super close.
In GT, I had 3 keys, so I said, okay, there are 2 chests in the climb, but were not in logic. But you have 23 checks in the basement, so I assume I had to check all the basement before going to tier.
Yeah, I mean, that's an entirely reasonable way to do things.
What did your collection rate end up being if you kept playing for the credits?
I don't know. I rage quit all.
Okay.
I think 175, maybe.
I think it might have been even a bit higher, yeah.
But yeah, if it makes you
Very
feel
close.
if it gives you any encouragement, my best time ever is about 235 or so on this, and you just did an all dungeon seed in about 220. So I feel like I'm just gonna get destroyed.
I did a 2 hours. A seed Goomba did 138, I think, in the qualifiers.
Oh yeah, that one.
Yeah, but I mean, you can't count Goomba. Goomba's like not a human being.
But I think I play really well. No death, no mistake in my routing.
This was pretty well done.
I'm really happy about that, but I know azder because he's in the French community, and he's a lot better than me in execution, and I know if he's lucky in the routing, I cannot win against him. It's impossible. And that's happened. That happened in that seed. So
I
You guys actually entered Ganon's tower at about 2 seconds apart. It was that close.
Whoa.
I routed this very badly, honestly. I missed Boots for a long time. I missed Mirror for a long time, and Hammer. So I knew I had to make some gambles. So that's why I skipped back of pod. I skipped right side GT. I skipped back of pod, so I only had one Ganon's Tower key. So I did left side of Ganon's Tower, and I didn't have a key to go to right side. So
And you didn't have bombos.
no, I didn't have bombos.
Yes.
that could have just decided the race.
Yes.
So, azder, when you were going through GT, when did you notice that you didn't have enough keys to do the right thing?
I couldn't remember quite how the key situation plays out if you go in with one key and go left all the way.
Okay.
So I only knew I was going to end up with none. I guess after
Basically, the only thing you could have done was like skip the fire bar chest, and that might
I could have done that. That might have been smart, but at the same time, there might have been like GT keys all over the place to lead to Izra there. Like you would never really know. So
right.
Yes, but the best I think is to go right side, steal the key, and do left side, skipping the firebar chest.
Yeah, that probably would have been a better idea. I haven't done enough GT Keysanity really. Yeah, okay, key neutral going right. Yeah, that makes sense. That's probably what I should have done, but I was thinking I only found one Ganon's Tower key in the whole seed. Maybe there's a GT key here.
Yeah. I mean, logic-wise, pretty much for you, if you thought the other keys were God knows where, it kind of makes sense.
Yeah.
But then again, the only required thing didn't need any keys anyway, so...
Yeah, that's what stood out to me, the fact that the Turtle Rock big key required 0. So I felt like it was a strong possibility that I needed to follow that.
Yeah, you pretty much both made the call right away after leaving GT. I think you handed in the mushroom, and waterleau just checked Lake Hylia for potential laser bridge, I assume?
Yes. And after TR, I think I would have done the big red bomb, because I had a hint for 2 chests there.
Yeah, I was thinking of that. I don't know where the bomb shop was, though.
Swamp Palace.
Oh, okay, yeah. I didn't route that in. I died. I routed that area weird, and then I died. So
I guess that also explains why you never checked the drained water item.
Yeah, I mean, I kind of forgot about that. I could have fluted to 7 at literally any time.
It's a weird feeling. It's the first time I'm so confident during a race and I lose it.
Yeah, this one was really close. Like, I recommend watching this back at, like, I don't know, 2 times speed or something. You obviously know what happened, but just seeing how you matched up against each other was really, really close in the end.
Did you check the pedestal, azder?
Yeah, I checked it. I checked
about an
it.
hour in after he got the book.
Oh, I checked it after 5 minutes. I think I saw Fancio swim. Okay.
Oh my!
It's an old dungeon.
Right, because you got the book right away.
Yeah.
Yes, and I saw
that must have been really interesting to commentate. Honestly, all the stuff
Yeah.
I was missing.
This seed was weird. Then we get the pod in hammer packs hint. So that's locked away God knows how deep.
That was a good hint. I was like wondering if hammer was going to be my go mode.
You checked the pearl very early on, or the library, I should say. So we knew boots had to be somewhere, and then waterleau finds the boots on the tablet right away, basically, because he had an early mirror. The seed was crazy.
And I found a sword in Mire and a sword at Ice Road Cave, I think.
Yeah.
Really
That's
early,
Astralos.
so I said, okay, I have Mirror, Moon Pearl, Dark World Access, so I'm probably ahead. And
How early did you do Meyer?
I think
I think even
20
before
20
you,
minutes,
slightly.
20 minutes.
Oh,
Both of
jeez.
you were in Meyer at the same time. Waterloo found it ever so slightly before you, and he found it by going through the Misery Mire area.
Yeah.
And you found it by fake flippering into desert.
Oh yeah. Oh, that was so weird. Oh my god. I thought that if I exited desert, I was gonna get water walk, and that is not what happened.
Yeah, since you didn't have Moon Pearl.
Oh right. Okay. Yeah.
You would get it if you had Moon Pearl, like
Oh
you
no
would
no no!
in a regular seed.
I thought I was gonna be swimming actually, but I wasn't swimming when
okay.
I walked out. So that's yeah. Okay,
But
that makes sense now.
you can just kill yourself in desert too, like you walking in there at least.
Oh yeah, I walked in there. I was just gonna peek the entrance while swimming. I knew I wasn't gonna be able to walk around or to get water walk because I didn't have the pearl. And then I saw it was desert, and I was like, I want to explore this. So I died, and just the fake flipper death was funny.
Yeah.
The only downside to that was that Waterloo actually found Meyer before he found the first sword, and so he had Fighter's Sword after clearing out the chest, and he was like, you know what, I'm not going to do Vitreous with Fire Sword, and that was probably a good call.
And I had the silver, so I said, okay, I will find the bow, and I could finish my. And when I found the bow in Skullwoods, I wanted to find all the pendants, so I went straight back to Meyer and it was a crystal, but it was not a waste of time, I think.
Yeah, I think in the end it might have saved you time to bail with Fighter Sword and come back with silvers.
I think the only thing that really eluded you for a long time there, Waterloo, was the Hera big key.
Yeah, for the mids.
Where was that?
Magic Bat.
Magic Bat, yes. And I didn't know that Hera was the last pendant. When I found the last pendant on Moldom, I went to the pedestal to check shopping mall after the pyramid. Catfish shopping mall and Ice Palace Asfala. It was a nice routine, I think.
Yeah, once you had those flippers, it was basically smooth sailing from that point on. All right, so it has been a pleasure commentating this race for both of you. I want to go ahead and thank our crew behind the scenes. We had Siberian and Sabryu on tracking. Of course, Din was running the restream. Of course, my co-commentator Hamza, thank you so much for joining me.
Yeah, was a pleasure.
And yeah, I will turn it over to our restream master to take care of the final sign-off. But thank you all for watching. I have been Dr. Bobtastic. See you later.
Ooh, I'm a master now, apparently. Not sure I've quite achieved that rank yet at restreaming. Been going a while, but
maybe
you know.
maybe you're like a brown belt.
Yeah, that sounds about right. My belt is kind of brown. Anyway, so we have Ocarina of Time Beta Quest coming up on this channel in about 15 minutes. So if you're interested in Ocarina of Time, please hang around for that. We've got some more Link to the Past stuff coming up later, so I think about 3 and a bit hours away. It's the next Cross Keys tournament match, Ultima versus... Name's cut off, hold on. Maximum Barnage. And another one going on much later after that as well. So plenty of stuff happening around here. Anyway, thanks everyone for watching. And yeah, do stick around if you fancy some more Zelda stuff.